What's cracking, everybody? It's Anthony with the Daily Truth, the truth in 5 minutes or less. Like this video, share this video, do all things with this video. So today is going to be the truth that sometimes we have to do what we don't want to do. And sometimes it's not easy. So I'm going to use the Daily Truth for an example. And it's not that I'm in a bad mood today. I'm not. And I don't want it to feel that way. But I was thinking about this earlier in the week. Because sometimes Kelly is like, she says this to me and I have to think about it because the one thing I always want to be is authentic. I never want to be a fraud. I never want any of those things. And she says, do you have, how are you able to do this every day? And do you feel weird knowing some days when you're being super positive and peppy that you just don't feel that way and that, you know, things aren't always going great. Financially, things are not always perfect. So how do you feel being able to go out and continue to do this every day to show this side that sometimes she believes is a facade? First off, it's not. Like, I truly am a very happy, positive person no matter what turmoil is going on in my life. That's something that I've learned with all my years, that no matter what, I'd rather just choose to be happy. But again, do I have bad days? Everybody does. And yes, I do. So ultimately, it's about, in the case of the Daily Truth and in the case of most of the things in our life, things like jobs and responsibility that people used to care more about than they do now, is I made a commitment. I made a commitment to myself, and I made a commitment to people that view, whether it's 100 one day or 2,000 one day, it doesn't matter. I said that I was going to do every day for 365 days of weekdays, I was going to do a Daily Truth, no matter what. I said that, and I'm going to stick by that, no matter how I have to figure out how to do it. Sometimes, I'll be honest, if I pre-record because I know I'm out of town for a couple days or whatever it might be, I don't know. I make it happen, and I've set that routine in me, and I've given that as a responsibility. So I want you to start looking at that in your life. It's sometimes we're in this culture, we are too sometimes go follow your heart. You know, if you don't feel like doing something, you should respect yourself. Yeah, maybe true sometimes, but for the most part, life is about showing up. If you have set a goal and a mission for yourself, the first step and the second step and 10th step and 20th step is going to be to show the F up. You're not always going to want to be there. You're not always going to want to be at work. If you're an entrepreneur, you're not always going to want to wake up in the morning and grind and not make any money at the end of the day. You're not always going to want to hear people's criticism. You're not always going to want to hear different negative things going on and try to find a way to make it positive. But you know what? If you keep showing up, the universe has your back. God has your back. The people you start to work with will notice that. They will notice that you are showing up. Again, it's a trait that is not, it's underutilized in today's society. So ultimately what I do with the Daily Truth is show up. So again, I'm not always cheery. I'm not always having things going. I don't always have all my, as Kelly said, do you find it weird that you don't always have your shit together, yet you talk about getting people's shit together? And I said, that's, interesting. But I believe as though I handle it really well. And that's the key. And you know the reason I handle it really well? Because no matter what, I know that I'll show up. That's my Daily Truth today. So to summarize, the truth is most everything in life is about showing up. And sometimes if it involves getting past the negative energies and negative thoughts that you have, and sometimes you have to put on a face to show that you want to actually do something different and be good and be happy and be positive and pretend like your got your shit together. Sometimes you got to do that. Always be genuine, but also at the same time learn how to flip that switch, and it's showtime. And know that it's time to put on some kind of mental positivity or whatever work that you do. That's all I got for you guys today. God bless. And don't think that I'm having a bad day. I'm not at all. But I feel like this is an important topic to talk about. I keep showing up, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you like this message, please like it, share it, comment on it. Tell me all the things you want to hear about. Tell me things you don't like either. Whatever. God bless, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Don't surrender your pets. For the love of Sam Pete, don't do it.